Hello everybody, I'm Mark and we're going to do another Scotch tasting tonight. So today we have the Tamdhu. This is the 10-year-old part of their core line. I'm going to go ahead and open her up so that so it can air out a little bit. And I've done a couple of Tamdhus before. Did the cask strength and the 12. I'm not sure when this one will actually air, so okay, poured it in the glass. So it is actually fall, a nice fall evening here, but we'll see. Okay, so roll that a little bit. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I try to do at least one a week. I'm probably so far behind I can probably do 2 a week right now and probably be still good for all of 2022. So anyway, back to the Tamdhu 10-year-old. This is again Speyside single malt Scotch. The actual distillery was founded in 1896. They first distilled in 1897. They were the last Scottish distillers to use a Saladin box for malting barley, which is like a big concrete box, like huge, like walk through it and everything. But they were originally part of the Edgerton Group, which was Macallan, Highland Park, Famous Grouse, some of those. And then when they were bought out by them, they actually closed, Edgerton Group closed Tamdhu in 2010, and it was sold off in 2011 to Ian MacLeod. Tamdhu does a lot in blends. Cutty Sark, Famous Grouse, J&B, get a lot of their distillate from Tamdhu. Tamdhu in Scots Gaelic means the little dark hill. In 2018 or so, they rebranded their whole packaging. You see all their bottles now have this really nice design. And they started focusing on doing, I say they focus more on single malts, but it certainly seems like they did. They use exclusively Oloroso sherry casks, mostly Spanish oak, some American oak, but for the most part they use Spanish oak, and they air dry it for 2 years, and it takes 6 years from cutting to end up at the distillery. So it's 2 years, they cut it, 2 years distilled, it's put into the sherry, then it's redone, second drying period, and then the casks are toasted, and then it goes to the distillery. And so it they harvest their wood from northern Spain, so it is actually Spanish oak as opposed to European oak, which technically, yeah, there's not a whole, I think it's pretty much the same thing, just happens to be in Spain. And then it's sent to Juarez to be filled with Oloroso sherry. They use the Travasa cooperage in Andalusia, Spain, which is one of the more famous cooperages. And it actually goes through a second drying process there, and then the casks again, like toasted. Get their sherry. It's sent to the Humberto Domeca and the Vasima Bodegas. And of course, the white oak comes from Kentucky, and the sherry in the American oak is about 2 years old. So Tamdhu has 3 wash, 3 spirit stills. They make about 4 million gallons a year. So this is natural color. It's 43% ABV. It does not say anything about chill filtration, so it could be chill filtered. Oh, I've already poured it. Okay, so let me do it again. So it is natural color, so I'll go ahead and show you the color in the bottle. You can see that for a 10-year-old, that's pretty dark, but it's exclusively Oloroso sherry. And there we go. So, okay, let's see what we got. If you hear a sound in the background, Santa's coming tonight, maybe. He drives on a fire truck. Well, he doesn't drive on a fire truck. He rides on the back of a fire truck. So, okay. It smells very sweet. I'm getting more berry fruit on this than I did on the 12. Does it say anything about berries? No. Oh, nose. It says sugared almonds and vanilla. Okay. It just does smell very sweet. Red berries, ripe oranges. There's definitely some vanilla in there. But the red berries seem to come through the most. Get more vanilla now. Maybe figs. Getting more citrus and a little bit of spice now. Getting a little bit of oak in the back. All right, let's go into the palate. Very sweet. Confectionery sugar. Baking spices. Honey. Cocoa. Yes. That's what I get on that. I forgot to read the, oh, there's nothing to read. Just says, in 1897, Tamdhu Distillery was born of its founders' can-do spirit and 200 years of Scottish industry. Today, Tamdhu is 10-year-old, embodies the same intrepid approach. It matured exclusively in sherry casks. We ensure every drop as magnificent now as it was then. And there's nothing on the label other than 10 years old and 43%. So, okay. Yeah, I don't get any of the fruit really on the palate that I got on the nose. This is very, very sweet. Spices, sugar, honey, cocoa. So, very different. I'm going to be honest, I like this better than the 12. Man, that's sweet. Do get some more cinnamon. Yeah. A little bit of, definitely baking spices. I want to say cloves almost. Finish is medium. Kind of a spicy but creamy finish. Yeah, the cocoa, the dark cocoa chocolate. Yeah, that's very sweet. That's definitely better than the other one. And this is a really good price. I know I probably didn't pay, I don't know, 60 bucks, 70 bucks maybe. So I like it better than the 12 for sure. So it's getting a 7 because the 12 was only a 6. So, all right. We'll see you next time.